Baseball is back, and the first pitch is on Netflix. The New York Yankees, led by 7-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the San Francisco Bay to take on Rafael Devers' San Francisco Giants. This season kicks off with one exclusive opening night game. Watch MLB Opening Night, the New York Yankees versus the San Francisco Giants, live on Netflix. Wednesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
2 teams, 1 cup. The primetime stage is set for the TGL presented by SoFi Finals. Los Angeles Golf Club versus Tigers Jupiter Links. Keep up, it's playoffs. Tune in Monday, March 23rd, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2, and Tuesday, March 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and on the ESPN app.
Spring starts at the Home Depot, and we are bringing the heat to your backyard this season. Fire up the flavor with our wide variety of grills for under $300, like the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill that's perfect for hosting your spring cookout. Then set the scene and turn your outdoor space into the go-to spot with patio sets for every budget. Bring it this season with grills that deliver flavor and patios that set the vibe from the Home Depot. Start your spring with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Before we go any further, because I don't want to be aggregated just doing the thing to Orlovsky that everyone does, which is there was that one play that one time that any of us would have run terrified out of the end zone on, and it's an indictment of his credibility. It is a tribute to his work ethic, and he is maniacal. And his information that he has climbed to the top of this particular business, which is easier than the one that he did before, because he's really good. And so when he says all of a sudden in hot take land, hey, Mendoza, the number 1 pick. Hey, this guy over here is better. And then you tell me their agencies are together. And you also tell me that the information age is totally polluted on matters of credibility. I'm genuinely asking all of you, what's fair critique here when the person who's got the take is compromised, even though in perhaps this instance he really believes it and it's not a compromise, but he's giving you a take no one else is giving you about a 190-pound quarterback and is also represented by the same agency. What's conflict there on information and what's not?
Well, I think we got to look at Orlovsky's track record. He's been a guy who's, he doesn't typically go for hot takes, right? So, and this isn't I think a feathers width between, right? If you're on the fence between 2 picks and you go with the guy that's repped by the same agency, that's way more likely than I'm going to go out on a limb on something I don't believe.
Simpson probably wouldn't be the number 2 pick in the last 10 drafts before this one.
But he's in this draft. That's the only point that matters.
I think if you're an NFL team, you're doing who needs a quarterback, you're doing so much due diligence that it really doesn't matter to you what even a respected analyst is saying.
But you guys are saying, though, that the information can be possibly polluted enough that Orlovsky is doing sales on something subjective on television on behalf of a teammate. On behalf of a teammate.
I think you are exaggerating it. Again, I think if you're on the fence between 2 things, then I think maybe you lean towards your guy, quote unquote. And by the way, just having this being rep by the same agency doesn't necessarily mean I love my agent and everyone he represents.
But lean on, or no one else is saying this.
But see, that's my point. Because it's such a stark take. We're not like on the fence between 2 prospects. It's such a stark take, then I have to believe that Dan Orlovsky truly believes it and isn't doing lip service, because that's not what his track record has been throughout his career.
It's kind of like when Mel Kiper Jr. would not let go that he believes Jimmy Clausen was the best quarterback in that draft, and it ended up being a huge embarrassment for him. We'll see how this one plays out. No one else in media is saying Ty Simpson's the best quarterback in this draft. They're not really held in direct comparison. So I just threw it out there that this is something that the internet is talking about when it comes to Dan Orlovsky. I do think that Dan Orlovsky has a ton of integrity, though.
I think so, too, and he's perfectly entitled to his opinion on Simpson. However, I do think a guy like Orlovsky is obliged to say, now, full transparency, we have the same agent, but I would like
Has he? Does he? Should he? I don't know.
He should. I don't know if he has.
Okay, but wait a minute.
I don't think he needs to do that. No, I don't think he needs to do it.
I think it would be nice.
I think this is related to the conversation that we were having about Schefter last week, and in the information age where these news-breaking personalities are also represented by these agencies that represent the athletes they cover. they're data points, and you as a consumer has to be informed about some of that stuff, or you can just go on the whims of your mobile alerts and live life delightfully.
I think there's also a difference, Mike, between analyst and newsbreaker. Newsbreaker, for sure, there are all sorts of conflicts of interest and things like that may be playing a role, particularly when they because in theory, it's supposed to be just a factual thing. So-and-so signed. So I'll give you a great example. Cam Thomas got waived by the Bucks. But when you read Shams Charania tweet about it, it's not just he was released by the Bucks. It's like all this stuff that makes you understand, oh, this information is coming from someone who clearly likes Cam Thomas a lot and feels like he didn't get a fair shake in Milwaukee. It's not coming from the Bucks. So that's the stuff to me where it's a lot more important. When you talk about analysis, these are people's opinions, and they are less likely to be influenced by things like that, I think, than they are someone who is a news reporter.
I agree. And the show that he contributes the most to, Get Up, it's framed as like have a take, defend it, do something provocative with it. I'm a fan of when analysts, not necessarily the newsbreakers, put their names to this stuff. I remember when Ron Jaworski was saying Colin Kaepernick is going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He, for his own channel, provided weeks worth of content and draft buildup. That's a part of this too.
I think the fact that they're repped by the same agency and he's coming out and saying this, I think it gives more credit to what he's saying, to how strongly he believes this opinion, because he can't be dumb enough to not think that people out there are going to try and connect dots. Obviously, it's transparent enough that dots are going to be connected, but you know what? I don't care because I really do feel this way, so I'm going to say it anyway. I think it means that he feels even stronger about the opinion.
I don't disagree, but I think that credibility is enhanced if he's out front with it rather than have it reported as if he's trying to hide something.
You want him to say every time he's got a Ty Simpson opinion, and full disclosure, I'm represented by the same agency.
That would just be a weird.
The first time.
It'd be a weird thing to hear on
Okay,
NFL Live.
I don't know how people found that out. I don't know if he has done it one time. I don't think what Greg Cody is suggesting here is correct, but I do find all of this fascinating because everyone's at the trough every day looking for the different thing to say. There are trolls and people who want clicks and all over the place. He's not one of them. He's got the power. He's climbed to the top of the business, and he's done it by doing his homework. He's meticulous about studying film. I know some people who do this well. Chris Sims will speak very highly of Malik Willis. He's breaking down all the film. Very few people are doing that. Orlovsky is one of them. He has outworked people to get where he is. But his opinion here is different from everyone else measuring quarterbacks, and he's not a click monster. He doesn't care about that. That opinion is damning for all time because he's saluting a quarterback who'd be the worst taken in the first round in 10 years.
When you say damning for all time, it could be viewed as an exaggeration, but look, I remember these takes. I just cited Mel Kiper and Ron Jaworski from the top of my dome.
But how could those words not help him climb in the draft with one GM who knows all of this, knows Orlovsky's good at his job, and is saying, this person thinks he's a scout?
I also wouldn't couch it as that negative of a thing. Again, just a data point. You draw your own conclusion, but there's a benefit to being in the same agency. You do get to know the other client a little bit better. You do have access to insight that other people wouldn't have on Ty Simpson because of it. Not everything is just spin and a nefarious plot to dominate the news stream and become a daytime sports topic. I don't think that's what the seeds are here, but I do think it's interesting that you take it into account.
Is it silly if I ask, like, let's say he is doing it. He's being so positive about Ty Simpson because they're in the same agency. Let's just entertain that for a second. What does Dan Orlovsky gain out of that? Like, if he doesn't do it, is his agent not going to work as hard for him?
He's making provocative TV. It's good for Dan Orlovsky.
But why is he supporting? Why is it because they're rep by the same agency? Why does that mean anything to Dan Orlovsky?
I hear you. I think it should. It's one of those things that.
Hey, remember that time you didn't support my other client? I'm not going to work hard for you. That's not going to happen.
I think it matters. I think it matters a little bit more if this fails, and the next time he does something with perhaps a client that is also in his agency, that would be a reflection on him. I think things like this, being rep by the same agency, really matters most when you have the coaching carousel, because that is absolutely manipulated by agents pumping names to insiders, getting them attention, and forcing them in these conversations where they wouldn't be candidates otherwise.
There's a huge difference to the agent if Ty Simpson is drafted second overall versus 19th or 24th.
But it's not Dan Orlovsky's job.
Huge difference.
And one of the things that you need to consider, too, both with the draft and with coaching carousels, is not just the newsmaker, not just the client, but also the general managers are also getting fed stuff because they're also repped by the same agents. So the agents are just kind of controlling this whole thing. Luckily, sports, for the most part, is a meritocracy, and all these things come out in the wash.
Folks, listen up. Quick break in the action. Are you counting down the days until payday? Instacash from Moneyline can help you access up to $500 of your hard-earned pay early. There's no interest, no credit check, and no monthly fees. So you can manage those in-between expenses with less stress. Download the Moneyline app and link your qualifying bank account to see what you qualify for. Moneyline. Make money easy. Instacash is subject to terms and eligibility requirements. Expedited delivery requires a turbo fee. See Moneyline.com.
In sports, championships aren't won alone. They're won with the right people around you. That's exactly what Intuit TurboTax brings to taxes. With TurboTax Expert Full Service, match with a dedicated tax expert who handles your taxes from start to finish. The experience is seamless. Start in person, finish online, move between both whenever needed. The dedicated tax expert keeps things updated every step of the way so nothing falls between the cracks. Think of it like having a great head coach with a solid game plan. The plays are called, adjustments are made, and the work gets done while everyone stays focused on what actually matters. And just like game film doesn't wait for business hours, neither do taxes. With TurboTax Expert Full Service, you can get any tax question answered at no extra cost, even on nights and weekends during tax season. This is having someone in your corner running the whole operation and helping put points on the board. Get started at TurboTax.com. Only available with Intuit TurboTax Full Service experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
March is when hockey gets different. Every game suddenly feels bigger, the standings matter more, and somehow you're paying attention to 3 games at once because playoff math has entered your life. That also means a lot more time on your feet, whether it's walking to the rink or at home pacing around the couch during the third period. Like that's going to help your team hold on to a 1-goal lead. That's why Bombas sports socks have become a routine for me. They're cushioned where you need them to be, sweat wicking, supportive, and built to stay comfortable whether you're moving around all day or locked into a game that somehow goes into overtime. Again. And once I'm home, Bombas covers the rest too. Slippers, tees, underwear, all ridiculously comfortable. The kind of stuff you throw on and immediately understand why people keep talking about it. And for every item you buy, Bombas donates one to someone facing housing insecurity. One purchased, one donated. Head to bombas.com/Dan and use code DAN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Dan, code DAN. March hockey is stressful enough. Your socks shouldn't be.
Don Le Batard.
Is there back in my day?
There is, actually.
What?
Were you not going to tell anyone?
What?
Wait a minute.
You guys,
Tuesday.
how long
have I been doing this
it's
show?
a Tuesday.
Stugotz. Here's your guy, Greg Cody, with Back in My Day.
I hope I have it. Okay, here it is. Sorry. Adultery.
Yeah, we are
back.
That is
Waiting for this one.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
You guys haven't answered the question that would needed to be answered about 40 minutes ago, which is he an eagle or is he a turkey?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you were going to soar.
I didn't even hear the message.
You were once an eagle. You were once an eagle, and now you're a turkey because you clipped your wing on you.
Chad Henne?
He was trying to give us a launch pad to a great new game show. Did you see how excited he was? We have not seen that happen to a meme since American Ninja Warrior.
Hold on now. Hold on.
No, that you were going to take flight and then you fell in the pool. Wow. That's what just happened. You guys saw it on a game show. You were an eagle, my friend, and now you're a turkey.
I didn't know that swiveled, man. No one told me it swiveled.
Is it still the most viewed video in the history of American Ninja Warrior?
I don't think it was ever the most. It was one of the most.
Like, how many do you think it's at right now?
Of all the videos, that's among it.
No.
It was number one for a while.
Dude,
it was number one for a while. Did it get topped by something else?
Probably some school mom or whatever.
All right, well, Jeremy can look it up, or Roy, either one of you.
I'm on it.
Oh,
That's not even it.
Had you not
Not even
seen
the good one.
Had you not seen it? That isn't the good one.
I know of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Wait a minute. That's the second one. That's not the first one. That was the crappy sequel.
That was the Paul Pierce, Michelle Beadle bet.
That is funny. That's a sequel, though. He just runs and
I don't think
$10,000
If we're going to
on
play
the
the
line.
Eagles and Turkeys game, I believe that is right where Amin's career soared off into a ditch.
That was my zenith. I'm NBC execs coming up to me and be like, "Yo, we love you," and I'm like, "What's happening here?" And that's when I discovered. They told me your video was one of the most viewed American Ninja Warrior videos ever, and that blew me away.
But just one of, not that crappy sequel either, which you regretted doing right after the fact you were trying to go to the same well. You're all wet.
That one I had $10,000 on the line. Paul Pierce and Michelle Beadle said they were going to give me $10,500. Michelle was going to kick in $500, but Paul Pierce was going to give me $10,000. And if you watch the beginning of that,
If you
clip,
made it through the whole thing, was there a certain
just
point?
that first
Just
one.
past-
Oh
just-
my God!
And
better
so
than you did the first time.
literally, right before I run, Akbar and Matt Eisman are on the call and said, "There's Michelle Beadle and Paul Pierce. They're here to support Amin." And they cut to me, and I'm doing the money sign because I'm looking at Paul and said, "Get ready to pay up." And so I start going. Well, not this one, but I start going step by step, and I start thinking about what I'm going to spend this money on. Oh my God, am I going to get a new car? What am I going to do with this money?
You were that confident?
Dan, I was running perfectly on this thing, and then I remembered. Oh my God, wait a second, the rope. And I didn't realize there was one more step, and so I jumped prematurely. I should have taken one more step and then jumped.
Such a far jump.
Wow.
I know, but I panicked. I was thinking about money, man. I can't help it.
All right, we're going to get a recreation of this because I don't even remember this. The sequel was so much worse than the first one.
The sequel was great. There was money on the line.
Okay, you got money on the line.
Exiting the screen.
No, but that's the original. I think you guys got it right that time, but that's from Highly Questionable, and I don't believe that. Yeah, that's the
first one.
That's the original.
The first
that's the one where it swivels. It swivels. See? Look at it. It swivels.
The pause.
But
Don't laugh at me. Yo, Zach, you the last person to laugh.
Exit scene.
Yo, you couldn't even play hockey. You got winded just standing there.
I love how he just leaves the scene.
That's a T-shirt. That's the Michael Jordan. It's the opposite of what Mike. Do you realize that T-shirt right there? That T-shirt is something at LeBatardAF.com that should be a secret code between friends of the show who remember the most viewed. That right there should be an emblem, for everything you're selling as the fallen executive who wanted to do the game show hosting of Turkey and Eagle and fell on his way, just like he did out of the screen there, in trying to announce the game. Do you want to play Turkey or Eagle?
Fuck this show, man.
Okay, I guess not. We're not going to play Turkey or Eagle.
Oh, wow.
Chris, Cody, Jeremy, can you give me some information, or Roy? I'm sorry, I'm continuing to get confused.
Yeah, that's Siegfried. I'm Roy.
Yeah.
Can you guys get me some information, please, on what Amin is claiming, which is whether that's the most viewed video in the history of that show? You saw that. Look, man, there's nothing better on television than that. People falling down. We can make television for the rest of the time. AI can replace human beings. People falling down, embarrassing themselves. You can watch that video for 3 straight hours or videos like it, that comparable shame, and you can laugh at Amin. Easiest television that gets made. Amin El-Hassan, in that show's history, that show has a lot of falls. Hell, you guys need to get Charlie Hume. If Charlie Hume were more famous, what happened to Charlie Hume on American Ninja Warrior would be the video that replaces Amin because of how he hit his balls on a structure that was not meant for balls. Am I wrong? If I say which is the better video?
You have that right. It wasn't made for balls.
Which is the funnier video? Amin or Charlie Hume? I think it was a difference of fame because people like Paul Pierce could laugh at former executive Amin El-Hassan embarrassing himself on the Ninja Warrior course.
But it was also about the context of the confidence before. Amin was talking so much shit.
As he does.
Speaking of, I have no proof that this is one of the most viewed videos in the history of American
Of all the
Ninja Warrior.
videos, that's certainly one of them.
There's a whole bunch of them. They
I
all
have
come
this-
up before this one.
I have the sound of Charlie, but it doesn't do it justice. Like, we have the isolated when his
junk hit the
well,
thing,
but so
we're
Roy,
efforting for the video.
Roy, did you get to? I'm sorry, Siegfried. Did you ever get to this part of the obstacle course that Charlie Hume fell on the second thing, fell balls first, and then fell comedically, cartoonishly into the water? If you were somebody who was drawing a cartoon to be funny, this is how somebody would hit their balls against something. It would make a horrible sound, and then you'd just cling. Didn't he cling with his legs strapped around the thing and then get splashed into the water? It seemed terribly painful. It was a better and more embarrassing video than it means.
Yes, I got further than anyone, I believe.
Wow. But did you get over that obstacle? The obstacle that Charlie got to was the second or the third obstacle, and I think that's a great degree of difficulty on that obstacle, and I don't think you got past the same obstacle.
No, I believe it was the same obstacle that I ended up failing on.
So you can speak to how hard it is to get over that particular obstacle.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely difficult to get over that one.
Okay, they found
we have it.
They found the Charlie Hume video. I'm sorry. I know there are things going on. I'm sorry to the video staff for making them run around so much today. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh
that's the
my
same
God.
one. That's the same one.
Yeah. Balls don't lie.
So the crowd, you can hear the crowd, and the crowd will tell you what happened here, and then the splash.
Wow, that hurts.
But the timing, the comedic timing perfection of, I want you to hear the echo of my balls have been hit by a sharp, not a sharp object, but an object that would make it thud with uncommon human hurt that both genders would understand. And then the splash.
Was he hurt?
Yes. What kind of question is that? What are you, shitting me? What human being ever, other than a genderless doll? Wait, what human being wouldn't be hurt doing that? The greatest Ninja Warrior videos, Jeremy, are what? There other people falling more funny and violently than that?
No, they're all successful. Also, I'm pretty sure that the most famous Louis of all time is black.
That's a good callback. Greg Cody said during the break, I'm the most regular man in America, and also, and he's had an old show today, also harumphed like out of the side of his mouth, too many text chats.
Oh my God, group chats. They're out of control. If you're having a group chat about who poops the most, you get too much free time.
Okay, but you're not offering any context to the audience at all on...
Everyone knows about the poop chat,
okay,
Dan.
So, no.
I don't want to reveal anybody else's bathroom habits.
Greg, you came back into this room and you announced, I'm the most regular man in America. There was a conversation that had taken place that you were overhearing.
Yeah. All the coffee.
Well, but so you brought in here, I'm the most regular man in America. And what trailed behind you was Chris Cody saying that in one of his poop chats, a person that I think should remain anonymous for the moment.
I think we're good saying it.
You could say it.
Brad Williams.
Shit's a lot, dude.
Okay, but
so he says.
I got the numbers behind it. 83 days in this year so far, he's pooped 121 times.
So this, Greg.
Yeah,
so
roughly 1.4 per day.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.46.
After hearing that, you came in here and announced, I'm the most regular man in America, drawn into what was a text chat that reveals this information because Amin and Mike and Brad Williams and Chris Cody, they're regularly disgusting and wanting to discuss this.
We're just friends wanting to make sure our friends are regular.
No, it's weird, and I don't brag about it.
Mm-hmm. You know, you did when you walked in the studio. It seems.
I had a private conversation with my friend, and he betrayed the privacy of it.
I'm the most regular man in America. You announced it. You were striding with pride.
I announced it as an aside off the record.
You said it wasn't that much. Is what you were really suggesting is that you were unimpressed by that is too much. Brad Williams is going to the bathroom too much. Please make that the episode description. Okay? Brad Williams, that is too much for a human being to be going to the bathroom. That is not regular. That's irregular. That is close to illness.
Now people are speculating he could have like a smaller area to hold the poop, so he's maybe creating the same amount of poop.
Now we got a bunch of scientists.
And it's just forcing it out more.
Now,
you're arguing low man wins on a poop chat?
Great. I think this is good.
Look, regularity is overrated.
You said you're the most regular man in America.
Let me give you an example. I'm the kind of guy who can go on demand.
What number was that?
Number was what?
I'm the kind of guy.
Oh, that's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
That was in the top 50.
Listeners, you know this about me. I am the only person in the shipping container who actually tries every day when it comes to my style. I genuinely care about clothes. I care about my wardrobe. And I've finally hit the age where I realize something, which is that you don't need more clothes. You just need better ones. A thoughtfully built wardrobe comes down to pieces that mix well and last. And that's where Quince shines, with their premium fabrics, considered design, everyday essentials that feel effortless season to season. And I'm telling you this because actively, as I speak to you right now, I am currently wearing one of my favorite Quince pieces, which is my Mongolian cashmere hoodie. And I'm talking to you about their lightweight cashmere sweaters, their short sleeve Mongolian cashmere polos, linen shorts, and tees in 100% Pima cotton. These are the pieces that actually make your wardrobe work. Right now, go to quince.com/Dan for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's a full year to build your wardrobe and love it. And you will. Now available in Canada too. Don't keep settling for clothes that don't last. Go to quince.com/Dan for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Dan.
There's something about college hoops this time of year where you tell yourself you're just going to casually watch one game, and suddenly your entire night is gone. That happened to me the other night. I was planning to stay home and keep a game on in the background, maybe pretend I wasn't checking scores every 5 minutes. Then a text comes in. We've got multiple screens set up. That's how they get you. So I said, yeah. I grabbed a pack of Miller Lite on the way. A little while later, nobody's casually watching anything. Somebody's yelling because their bracket is already cooked. Somebody else suddenly cares deeply about a school they hadn't thought about in 10 years. And a game that looked over is somehow tied late. You take a sip, you look around, and realize, yeah, this was absolutely the right move. That's why I reach for a Miller Lite. It's clean, refreshing, easy to drink, brewed for taste with simple ingredients. The original light beer since 1975, and still hitting different. Cheers to legendary moments with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
You guys hear that? That's the sound of my calendar flipping over to March. Yes, I know March is more than halfway over. Don't bog me down with details. Just stick with me here because March means one thing. It means college basketball insanity. DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one sportsbook for live betting, is built for March. The tournament is unpredictable. Kind of like me, but the rewards are guaranteed. And DraftKings is delivering some of the most generous rewards on the market. Are you new to DraftKings? Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code DAN. That's code DAN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets instantly. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Hey, who wants to hear me do that crazy noise again? I do.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org on behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas. Wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Don Le Batard.
My wife says this is a sexy voice.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm hard.
Thank you. Wow.
Stugotz.
So am I, actually. I don't know why.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Where are we in the top 50 and where are we in your top 5? Look, let's close out the show the way Greg wants to, okay? Let's let him just shit on all of it at the end.
That was a good one.
But can he do it in the voice of Joe Biden?
No, please, God, no.
How about Kathleen Turner?
Yes, I'll take Kathleen Turner.
It's Joe.
Let's do it. Top 5. Here we go. Ready? Greg Cody wants to do top 5 somethings. Wanted to do it while someone else was doing a top 5. Got jealous of someone else's top 5. Here they are. Greg Cody's top 5. What? As Kathleen Turner.
Top 5 things that connote jury duty.
All right, let's do it. Any OLI?
No.
You're Kathleen Turner.
It's a Mount Gregmore, which is a top 5, not a top 4.
What's a Mount Gregmore?
Mount Gregmore is Mount Rushmore is top 4. The Mount Gregmore does it better by being top 5.
Why is there a Mount Greg 4 on the shitty Greg Cody featuring Greg Cody self-narcissistic?
That's the bracket challenge.
That's the bracket challenge.
That's Greg
which we
4.
haven't even gotten to.
With.
So you want these top 5 things that connote jury duty. Number 5, the famous movie Jurassic Park.
You're supposed to be Kathleen Turner.
I don't know how to do Kathleen.
Stepped on a bank.
Just do it.
Just do your
Jurassic
Biden.
Park.
I can't believe you stepped on that.
Just do your Biden.
Just do your Biden. You don't. Your
Number
Biden.
4, English actor Chris Jury. Number 3, Aaron Judge. Number 2, 1978 49ers defensive back Bob Jury.
2 juries.
And number 1, Jerry Seinfeld.
Brutal.
I mean, right? Zaz, let's cover this for a second. Look, Zaz, he judges you. He thinks he's a better journalist. He thinks he's
I never
better.
said any of that.
You don't think you're a better journalist than
Well,
Zaz?
I do because I don't consider Zaz to be a journalist.
All right, you judged Zaz all the time. Your comedic judgment on that, it was astounding.
Thank you.
Wait till you hear Mount Greg 4.
Well, why is Mount Greg 4 different than Mount Greg Moore, which is different than Mount Rushmore? Why are we doing this?
Explain it, Dad.
Rushmore is 4. Greg Moore is 5.
Why is there a Greg 4?
Because it's 4 brackets with 5 each.
Right.
So it's an amalgamation.
The Mount Greg 4
Greg
is
Moore
he
and
has
Greg 4.
4 categories that are related to March Madness,
Right.
4 categories. And in those, he gives his Mount Gregmore. So there's 5 things from each of those 4. And then the fans will vote. And the winner of each of those categories will face each other in a Final Four.
Right. And we have the vote is going on right now. So go to my show's social media and vote for the 4 polls, the great Mount Greg 4 polls. Okay.
What are the 4 topics?
Wait, we got to get him to stop talking for a second, unless you want him to just phlegm out, blow out at the end of the show. Chris, how much am I going to have to teach you about how to produce your father, okay? There is nothing left in this tank except a little bit of how do I promote my podcast. It's the only reason he's here. When I asked him before the show, what are you excited about? You haven't been here in a while. He's like, my podcast.
Joe Biden. Mount Greg 4.
Yeah, I got some good stuff on the podcast. wait.
Siegfried make him Jimmy Durante?
Wait, I'm doing thank you, Roy. Thank you for understanding me.
It's not Roy.
Siegfried, thank you for understanding me.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry that you weren't I'm sorry about everything that happened there. The late Siegfried and Roy. Everything that happened there, mauled by a tiger. Who could have seen it?
Yeah, that was
coming?
crazy.
They were lovers.
Wild, man.
Who could have seen it coming?
Tiger with an ass crack.
Ethan wants to be on so much, he'd be happy to be the ass crack of a tiger.
But it's funny because as bad as he wants to be on camera, he stayed underneath the desk the entire time. The one time
Just
we
showed
needed
us
him
his
above
arms.
the desk.
It's like, dude, show us your tiger head.
You and Ethan cannot be entrusted together to pull off
Careful.
the Roy and Tiger gig.
You've already had those anti-Semitism remarks
And
around
you know
here.
what the weakest link is? I'll tell you right now. The weakest link is Ethan. Is that his costume? Is he still in costume?
He is.
He's still just a terrible tiger. And the idea that I would see your ass
The
crack
opposite of Tony.
Look, I just want everybody to see what I get, okay? Because the ass crack is what I saw immediately after Chris had thrown a bunch of papers in the air. And he'd done it because his father was terrible, as he has been all show. Like legendarily bad, in a way that Zaslow just looks at him and says, yeah, he thought not only did he think the Biden was funny, he thought that was a good idea.
I don't understand. Like when I was reenacting the Scarface scene, you then said, "What is Zaslow doing?" Like,
yeah.
Were you paying attention to the show?
I'm guessing he hasn't seen Scarface and he wasn't listening to the show because he was only thinking about his podcast.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the show. Heard of it, for sure.
Our show. You think Scarface is a TV show?
No, I've heard of he's talking about the movie Scarface.
You've heard of Scarface, but you
Yeah.
don't know what. So you have no idea what. You have not seen Scarface.
Call it 30-second Greg Cody.
I don't know that I've seen the movie, if that's what you're
No,
talking about.
I'm gonna stay here for a second.
Nancy Reagan?
because, no, not 30-second Greg Cody. We're going to sink into the full of this, even though Tiger Woods is returning tonight, even though there's plenty to talk about, and this show has had way too much silly today. But he's derailed it. At every turn, he's undercut me. He's not been good today.
Sounds like Alex Jones on that podcast.
Oh, my God. How drunk was he?
We can't be for sure. We want to be responsible.
No, can we? Come on.
Yes, around Alex Jones, you have to be responsible. That might have been
just him.
That might have been a death rattle. Check on him.
Thank you.
Craig, all you've had today is thank you and acceptance speeches because you think you've been exceptional today?
No, I never said that, did I?
Yeah, he knows.
It's literally how the show started today, with him pointing and admiring himself.
I'm a normal human being. What are you talking about?
You have arrived at such full-blown narcissism that you came in here today, first time. You've been here 2 times in the last month because you've been drinking too much on vacation, cruising. You got sick from cruising.
Blatant
yes or no?
exaggeration.
Yes or no, you got sick from cruising and had to go to the doctor. Yes or no?
No. I did not get sick from cruising.
You came back from vacation, did one show, and went straight to the doctor.
That's true.
Because you came back from vacation, did one show.
Right. I had an acute respiratory infection.
While here, because laughing makes you cough.
Maybe a contributing factor.
So we're killing you.
Yes. Especially right now.
You've been killing us all show.
Okay. You're welcome.
In Greg's defense, we got Boko right on.
Yes. Thank you. Nobody says that to Dusty May but me.
We also learned that Mount Rushmore's 4, Greg Moore is 5. Greg 4 is 4 things with 5 in it. Roy is Siegfried, and Jeremy is Roy.
Right. A lot going on today.
Never seen Scarface?
Amin left.
I don't think so.
We got to get Turkey or Eagle tomorrow. We got to play the game show either off air or on air. We got to play Turkey or
Off
Eagle.
air?
He wants to play. Amin wants to play the game.
Don't forget Jury
Off
Seinfeld.
air.
That was terrible. I thought
Jury Seinfeld. It was funny.
I thought you were going to go at least Jury Judy to make like a pun on Jury Judy. You had 2 juries. It was a terrible list, Greg. How did you think
There's
that?
not a more famous jury than Seinfeld, unless it's Rice in the NFL.
Greg, Zaslow, that's
Jury
never
Rice.
happened. It has never in our show's history happened where somebody does a bit with his judgment and the person right across from him just says out loud, can't even keep it to himself. That was terrible.
Jealous.
You might not have been here for the day I did that Schitt's Creek thing with Katie Nolan.
No, you wear
that was
that.
brutal.
Your standard is so much higher than Greg's here. No, yes, that was brutal, for sure.
Worst I've ever felt.
Yeah.
And I felt real bad around here.
Look at what I just did with Dusty.
On Radio Row, Katie just sitting there listening.
Jury West.
He's told you how terrible it is. Like Zaslow, that's borderline cruel, is it not? To tell a teammate out loud. Like, have you done a lot of that in your radio career, where you just looked at your partner, somebody you're working with every day, and he's on an island making jokes?
Jerry Jones.
And you just couldn't even help yourself. You blurted, "That's terrible."
I don't think I've ever been so blatantly disrespectful to a teammate.
Jerry Springer.
Brutal.
Tom and Jury.
If this property isn't for you, South Beach Sessions is undergoing a refurbishing. And Mike Ryan and Chris Cody want to pitch me on something for South Beach Sessions.
Dan, on the heels of the smashing success of your Diplo interview, and Diplo near or at the very top of his industry, we realized that this is a platform worthy of people that are the best at their craft. So we have a sincere pitch for you. Hear us out. Manu.
Yeah.
We want you to interview Manu for South Beach Sessions. He's
In
the world's
uniform.
greatest backcourter. He
Ginobili?
has the emotion of a stone, right? You're not going to get anything out of him. But I think if you play it straight, it could be it could be both funny and engaging.
He'll call you boss.
What a draw.
And what do I get in return for, some would say, mocking the platform that I treasure by bringing on the star of your defending champion highlight team to he gives off a great deal of indifference, both in his play and his casual elegance on the court and his interviews afterward.
That's right. Not a big talker. But
That's on you though.
what you get is the ability to talk to one of the greatest in the world at what they do and an episode.
Yes. Crack that nut.
An episode?
You get an episode. Potentially. We don't know if there's enough there. but we really want to see you take this crack.
Yeah.
If you think it helps, we can be there for support.
Well, now I might take you
No,
up
he'll
on that.
see, Mike. I think if we do that, he's gonna just it'll be us talking.
He might
to
shut
him.
down. Yeah.
That I'll do. I'll do it with the two of you.